Hello friends, in this video we are going to start exercise 1.3 of class 10th. In the very first question you have to prove their under root 5 is irrational number. See here we will consider the opposition form. First we have to show there this is irrational number, then we will consider this as rational number. So first you have to mention there let under root 5 be rational number. Now if any number is rational then it means it can be written of the form p by q, because every rational number is of the form p by q, where the condition we have to consider that q will be non-zero and p and q are co-prime. Co-prime means nothing is common in between these, like a number of the form 2 by 5, 3 by 5, like this form, in which HCF of these two, p and q, must be 1. P and q are co-prime. This is the main condition of this. Under root 5 we are considering this is rational number. If it is rational then it means it can be written of the form p by q. Now simply we are considering its cross multiply. Q will go to opposite side in multiply form only, and then we are going to consider its squaring both sides. Now if we are doing squaring, then that should be done on both these sides. This you have to take care. We are doing its squaring both sides. Now if we'll consider square of it, under root 5 whole square will give you simple 5. Q square will give you as q square only, then it means p square. What have you got from here? That is p square is a multiple of 5. P square is multiple of 5. Now if any square form is multiple of 5, then obviously simple form will also be multiple of 5. Then it means p is multiple of 5. Now if p is multiple of 5, then it means p can be written as 5 into something constant. P is a multiple of 5, then it means p can be written as 5 into some integer t. For some integer t. Now this value of p will replace in equation number 1. Replacing p equals to 5t in equation 1. Now if we'll replace this value here, then it means we'll get there 5t whole square. This in place of p we have replaced the value of p, that is 5t. Now after opening this bracket you will get there 25t square. Now see this 5 can be taken to opposite side in division form, 25 by 5t square. Then it means q square will of the form 5t square. These will be cancelled and you will left with 5t square. Now see the same condition you have got there. Q square is a multiple of 5. Q square is multiple of 5. Now if any square form is multiple of 5, then it means q is multiple of 5. Q is multiple of 5. See now from equation number 2 and 3. P is multiple of 5, here q is multiple of 5. Then it means 5 is common factor of p and q. From equation 2 and 3, 5 is common factor of p and q. But which is not possible because p and q we have considered those are co-prime, means nothing can be common factor of both, which contradicts the fact that p and q are co-prime. Now it contradicts our given considered equation, then it means under root 5 will not be a rational number, then hence it will be a irrational number. That implies under root 5 is not a rational number, hence under root 5 is irrational number. This is a very pet formula which you can learn to show all the forms of this type, like under root 2 is irrational, under root 3 is irrational, under root 7 is irrational number. Anything can be proved by this method only. Let me tell you once again, then we'll do one more sum of this form only. You have to show that under root 5 is a rational number, then first we have considered this is rational. Now if this is rational, then it means it can be written of the form p by q, where q is non-zero in every rational number, But here we have to consider one more thing, that is P and Q are co-prime. Means nothing is common factor of these two, P and Q. Then we have considered its cross multiply, then squaring both sides. Then from here we have got the result there, P square is a multiple of 5, hence P is a multiple of 5. Now if P is a multiple of 5, then it can be written as a multiple of 5, means a 5 into something T. Then we have replaced the value of P in our given in our condition, 5Q square equals to P square. Then after replacing the value, we have got there Q square is a multiple of 5, then it means Q is a multiple of 5. Then from these two conditions, you have got there that 5 is a common factor of P and Q both, but it contradicts the given fact that P and Q are co-prime. Then it means under root 5 will not be a rational number, hence it is irrational number. Okay, now we'll consider one more thing. Let us discuss under root 2 is a rational number. This is not in your exercise, but it will be helpful to you because question can be asked of any form, under root 2, under root 7, under root 11, anything can be asked from you. So you must know that how to perform it. Yes, the same formula you have to mention everywhere. Okay, now we have to show that under root 2 is a rational number. Then it means again first we'll let under root 2 be rational number. If it is rational, then it means under root 2 will be of the form P by Q, where Q is non-zero and P and Q are co-prime. As we have discussed already, yes, same way we'll consider it. Now, what was the next step? That cross multiplication, then squaring both sides. Now when we'll solve this squaring, then we'll have it 2Q square equals to P square. Then it means from here we'll get it P square is a multiple of 2. Then it means P is a multiple of 2. Now if P is a multiple of 2, then it can be written as 2T, where T is some integer. Fine. Now this value of P can be replaced in equation number 1. Now when we'll solve it, then you will have it 2Q square equals to 2 square T square. Then it means 2Q square equals to 4T square. After cancellation you will get it 2 can be considered to opposite side in division form, then Q square will be equals to 2T square. Then it means you have got there Q square is a multiple of 2. If Q square is a multiple of 2, then it means Q is a multiple of 2. Now if Q is a multiple of 2, then it means P and Q will have same common factor. P is a multiple of 2. Here Q is a multiple of 2. Then from equation 2 and 3, we'll have it 2 is a common factor of P and Q. Now if 2 is common factor, then it will contradict the fact that P and Q are co-prime. Then it means under root 2 is not a rational number. Hence, under root 2 is a rational number. That's it. When you have to show there any form of this form, under root 2, under root 3, under root 5, under root 7, then you can show every question of this form by this method only. Now in the very second question, you have to show there 3 plus under root, second question is there with you, 3 plus 2 under root 5 is a rational number. First we'll consider the same only. On contrary only, let 3 plus 2 under root 5 be rational number. Now if this is rational, then it means it can be written of the form P by Q. Here yes, you will mention Q is non-zero. Co-prime condition will not require here. Now we'll solve it to find the value of under root form. P by Q minus 3. This 3 is taken to opposite side in minus form. Then you will left with 2 under root 5 equals to P minus 3Q over Q. Yes, we have considered the LCM over here. Now this under root 5, this 2 can be taken to opposite side in division form. Now see, you have taken there that P and Q, P by Q form it is, then it means this will also be a rational form because P and Q are in integers only in your rational number, but under root 5 is irrational number. Is it possible anywhere that on right hand side you are getting a rational number but on left hand side you have got irrational number? So this is simply contradiction only. Here you will mention, here right hand side is rational number, but left hand side is irrational number, which is not possible. Therefore 3 plus 2 under root 5, we have considered this is rational number, then it will not be rational number. Then it means what it will be? Hence this is irrational number. Okay, now what are the next questions with you? Like third question, first part they have asked you 1 over under root 2. Here you can consider just under root 2 only. Just show it under root 2 is a rational number. Then at last you can mention that 1 over under root 2 is a rational number. In the very similar way, 7 under root 5. If this question is there in 1 or 2 marks, then simply you can mention it in this form only. That let this be a rational number. Then it will be of the form P by Q. Then under root 5 equals to P by 7 Q. That if right hand side is rational and this is irrational, then it means this is not possible. Then it means this is not a rational, hence it is irrational. But if it will come in longer questions like 4 marks, then you have to show there under root 5 as irrational number the whole process, and then you can write down at the end that hence 7 under root 5 is irrational number. In the very similar way, you can continue your question number 3rd also. This is the end of your exercise 1.3.